Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about mandated reporting. Um, so, the main state law is that anyone that works with children or adults is deemed a mandated reporter. When you're a mandated reporter, you are in charge of calling, adult services or child protective services on any situation that is showing that the caregiver or adult in the situation is giving neglect, maltreatment, abuse, or anything that's not meeting the direct needs of the kid fully. Um, Abuse is physical, mental, emotional, standard living such as home, shelter, food, water, clothing, basic need stuff. So if somebody is keeping a child or an adult from receiving these needs that they have or detrimentally putting them in a unsafe situation, then we as the adults are required to report it. New Beginnings believes in these same things. They sometimes it goes by what we overhear in drop-in. Sometimes it goes off what we see in drop-in. A lot of people bring their children into drop-in with their spouse or their significant other, or whoever might be helping care for that child. So we are responsible for not only ensuring that the parents are doing the parents' job, but we also are responsible for reporting them if they're not doing their job. So the reason I chose to do this topic this week is because I actually did my first report to DHS in regards to a female client, coming in with her 2.5-year-old daughter and her boyfriend. And they would have multiple types of different interactions. Some were very family-oriented. Some was lots of arguing, getting mad, getting frustrated when the 2.5-year-old would not listen or stay with them, and various other things. And I've noticed an increase in the aggressiveness of the situation more recently than others, and I felt that the boyfriend has been walking a very fine line of abuse, verbal towards the mother, um, verbal towards the child, emotional, a lot of put downs, a lot of swearing, a lot of negative statements. And it's been kind of building me up to feeling very uncomfortable about the situation. During my supervision, I've mentioned this, and my feedback was, keep a running document of it. So I've been documenting it in our communication log and whatnot to keep everyone on track and to kind of make it more about observation than my feelings. So recently, on Tuesday, they all came in, and we had decided as drop-in that we felt that the 2.5-year-old should only be in our facility for 1 hour a day. They had been spending 6 to 7 hours a day in our drop-in, and that they could still obtain dinner, and we would meet them outside if that was outside of the hour of their choosing. So we made them, successfully still obtain the needs of food. Well, on Tuesday when they were informed, the mother was very understanding. She completely agreed that at times it's very unsafe for her child to be at drop-in, and some people don't care that there's a little kid around, and she appreciated the fact that we're still willing to provide food and various other resources to her and her child. Well, when the mother informed the boyfriend of this situation, he got very upset. He threw food at the mother, he swore at the mother, he threatened staff's lives. He then yelled at the 2.5-year-old, stating swearing about where her shoes were and why the hell and F word, why do we always have to find all your stuff, and you're ridiculous, and you ruin everything. And then he threw a pool stick in the vicinity of the child, not at, but around. And at this point, I'm uncomfortable. So I spoke to some other staff who witnessed it, and we all agreed that possible report was needing to be made at this time. So New Beginnings protocol is to address it with your supervisor, and they would support you if the call was necessary. So I addressed it with my supervisor, who also agreed with the situation and also was able to take the notes I had written the previous weeks and use those to support what I had seen that day. And we made a DHS call together. I was the lead, and my supervisor was there in support, answering various questions, providing the information needed, and the report was made in regards to the boyfriend with the mother and with the child. So the boyfriend's verbal abuse and emotional abuse to the mother, but also both of those things for the child as well. And we're wondering if there's a domestic going on and if the baby and the mother should even be allowed to be around him. So mandated reporting, I've realized, is one of the most important things in our job, and it's always good to keep a running tab about, the things you observe so they come off as objective instead of subjective. And I think that really helped my report. All right, thank you so much, guys.